right, you dumb Neanderthals of America, because operating my device remotely is going to save your lives, right? Right, you dumb lower life form species. Controlling, you don't have power and control or authority over me, America. I have power, control, and authority over you. And this phone call is going to be made, okay, to exploit 338 disgusting, diseased Americans, okay? So, yep. The device is being powered, is being operated remotely because of these disgusting, paranoid Americans who are in fear of their fucking life after I have just survived another 40-hour electromagnetic attack. Okay, a terrorist attack. And guess what? I'm going after ISNA. I'm going after the Islamic Society of North America and the Al-Qaeda, ISIS terrorists that they are. Yes, you, America, you are the Al-Qaeda, and you are Al-Qaeda, and you are ISIS. A chip off the old chopping block of the original Muslim terrorists, Abu Bakr, Omar, Uthman, you Sufyanis. They spent 40 hours trying to fucking murder me while they nuked my body from the inside out. Kevin Damer, a.k.a. Devin Devine, okay, who operates under, he's one of Robert Sipp's pot-headed bitch boys. Robert Sipp, CIA, Department of Defense, Aerospace, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Okay, and I'm going after the Baptist Churches of America. I'm going after all the CIA contracted role-playing pastors. Okay, and I'm going to ruin their fucking lives, and I am going to destroy America's organized, corporate, commercialized, cheap, chintzy brand of Christianity for sale. Okay? So after surviving what has been a 40-hour electromagnetic terrorist attack, okay, because this is my death month by the CIA satanic cult of the Vatican, my death day is the month of March. And this is why for the last 3 years, the whole month of March is filled with these terrorist attacks, which they do not have the power, the authority, or the control to kill me, because I'm going to kill them. Okay? I'm taking every fucking American that is part of law enforcement, the military, the CIA, or a federal employee, an operative, or a bitch-ass welfare collecting contracted role player is going into the gas chamber as the Fourth Reich Nazi regime that they are. You're going into the UN gas chambers under the ICJ and you're being exterminated as the Fourth Reich Nazi regime that you are. And your fucking bastard and orphan children are being left here to die in the wallow in their fucking disease and then in the alley where bastard orphans go to fucking die. Okay? That's what's going to happen here. And it ain't going to be any other motherfucking way. Now, after the 40-hour electromagnetic terrorist attack, okay, and this is the 21st, that was on the 18th, okay? These are typically the March 3rd, March 5th, okay, March 9th, okay, March 18th, March 21st, okay, like so. All master numbers, because that's how Satan works. That's how these pasty, pale, white, pink-faced Satan and these dog-blooded iggers of America operate, because they're Satans, okay? So, after the 48-hour electromagnetic terrorist attack, my kidneys are extremely inflamed. They are extremely bruised. My urine is dark brown. And I have had no nutrients in my body since Sunday. And I have vomited every bit of body fluid and nutrients that I did have, which I have spent the last 24 hours trying to slowly replenish. And so now they are using the extra low frequencies for health alteration to neutralize me as the largest threat to U.S. national security that the world ever did see. Under Title 51, signed by your disgusting pasty, pale, white, pink-faced, orange Satan president Donald Trump, who thinks he's going to broker a deal and resolve this by saving his son, Barron Trump, who has, from what I understand, has not been corrupted yet and has not signed kidnap contracts yet. And I hear he's trying to broker a deal to save this fucking Satan-faced kid's life with the UN and guarantee his kid a position after all of you Americans are dead and gone and exterminated from the face of the earth. That's not going to happen. Nobody has the power, the control, or the authority to negotiate or broker any deals on my behalf, and it will be over both mine and Geneva Payton's dead body that this will ever fucking happen. So, Donald Trump is going to swing from an end of a rope like his name is Saddam Hussein. Okay, I pulled a Title 51 on Donald Trump. He's a human flesh-eating, a human blood-drinking, child butt-fucking, kidnapping terrorist for Satan, and he's going to be executed as exactly what he is, with the last 5 of U.S. presidential administrations, and that's not going to change. You Americans have no power, authority, or control over me. Furthermore, Leah Young, okay, the self-hating, racist, angry bitch in the next room here, who I reported missing last week after she had been missing 4 days, okay, and I was and they were telling me that she had been swooped up into the Scientology trafficking center, okay, where she was given a deal because she made herself a threat and a liability to these human trafficking terrorist operations, namely Ray Steele, Macomb County CIA, Macomb County Corporate Counsel, Department of Defense, and his skank wife, Jennifer Steele, okay, who are behind the Jeanette Diamond contracts with Dawn and Ty Mars of Great Oaks Housing, okay, Great Oaks Transitional Housing, which they were very deceitful in. I came here as a walk-in off the street who had answered an ad with cash money of my own, okay, as an independent, mature adult renter, renting a room of my own to do my work, and they were deceitful. They took $100 non-refundable cleaning deposit from me, and when I moved in this room, it took me an entire night before I could put my stuff in here. It was nasty, skank, musty-ass hair grease caked in all the fucking drawers with little black watch springs all stuck in it that I literally had to scrape out with my fingernails. I cleaned what was probably 2 decades worth of dirt off of the floor in this filthy, trifling, disgusting place. Okay, so I would like to know what my non-refundable $100 cleaning fee is, since I'm the only one that cleans this house. I am the only one that sweeps, mops, bleaches the bathroom after Jeanette Diamond's shit problem. She shits in the tub. She shits all over the floor, and she shits all over the toilet, just as I have exploited in fucking photos. She's disgusting. She's filthy. She's trifling, and she's full of disease, laying in there rotting 24 hours a day in her own mental illness. Okay, her mental illness is a threat to herself and anybody she comes in contact with, while she lays in there and rots in her filth and disease with 2 stolen kidneys that belong to somebody else, while they are doing health alteration for neutralization on her. They are targeting her kidneys, and the doctor had peeped it out and told her he thought her kidney cancer came back, and he was going to try to get her a dialysis unit in the house here. Well, I don't know what happened with that. From what I understand, the CIA told the doctors stay out of it because they're trying to kill her and she deserves to die, and I'm the one that put her in that position, okay? She put her life in extreme danger fucking around with me, just like Dawn and Ty Mars did, just like Leah Young did. Oh yeah, back to Leah Young. So she was gone from Sunday to Thursday, and I'm told she signed 3 kidnap contracts on myself, on my sister Amy Nicole Payton, and on my youngest daughter Geneva Nicole Payton, and that, like they commonly do, okay, she was supposed to poison me. And she left again Sunday night after being here 4 days to go back, from Thursday until Sunday. She left again Sunday to go to her role-playing gig, okay, up somewhere near the library over by Daverson and Livernois area in Detroit, Michigan. And she never came back. Interpol's telling me they snatched her up, they kidnapped her and arrested her, and she's in Department of Defense Task Force 1, and that she's never ever coming out to see the light of day again. And I hope that is true. And if it's not true, I hope she's been murdered or kidnapped. Okay? And if none of the above are true, she's going to be arrested, and she is going to be exterminated with the rest of you Americans, the rest of you terrorist, treasonous Americans. So now, these dumb, filthy Americans, they think they have the power, the control, and the authority to operate my device remotely, to restrict me from the phone calls overseas I'm getting ready to make to all of America's most hated and most feared enemies for no other reason than to get you people nuked off the face of this fucking earth, okay? So, America, you don't have power, control, and authority over me. I have power and control and authority over you. And you will not stop me from doing what I'm going to do. And just to prove a point, it's going to be a whole lot worse than it was otherwise going to be, for no other reason than to prove a motherfucking point. So, I got a lot of shit to dump. I got a lot of information, okay, to put out there on these Americans, okay? Like Rob and Nancy of Wanda Estates in Sterling Heights, Michigan, who live right behind Stuart Zuckrow, who I grew up with and have known 40 years, okay? I met Rob the same time I met Frank Prestigiacomo when we were like 12-year-old kids, and I knew Nancy ever since I was about 11 years old, and it was we were all friends with human trafficking Scientologist Shelley Simon, who's the bus driver for Utica Community Schools. Imagine that, a human child trafficker is the bus driver for Utica Community Schools, driving your children around. But you're all human trafficking terrorists too, and you don't search for your missing children like I search for mine. You people just let it go because you know what's going on, because you're all CIA terrorists. None of you are civilians, and you're not, and you're not saying nothing, not even when it's on your own children. You people don't even fight for your own worthless kids, and you know what? If your worthless, trifling, diseased kids were my fucking kids, I wouldn't fight for them either. I would pray somebody would kidnap and fucking murder them. I swear to God I would, for no other reason than to have them little trifling fucking demons out of my fucking field. You're disgusting children. Your children are more disgusting than you. Each generation of you gets more and more disgusting. You immature 12-year-old middle-aged adults. 50 is the new 30. 40 is the new 20. Yeah. You've all been deceived and tricked by Satan, the Satan that you are hybrids of. I'm coming after your children, America. I'm coming after your fucking children. I'm going to orphan and bastard every fucking American child. This is the end of America. I'm bringing that Gaza-like ground war to the United States of America. If those 300 nuclear missiles don't get dropped on you, I will be bringing that Gaza-like war here to American soil. And your bastard orphan children are the occult ritual blood sacrifice of this operation. There will be no more America. I am stripping your right to exist as the non-human lower life form species that you are, who wages war and terror on your own unknowing civilian population while you butt-fucking traffic children to their crucifixion to eat them and eat their flesh and drink their blood in your satanic satanic ritual feast. That's it, America. It's done. I'm taking you out. I'm taking you all out. CIA, United States military, America's law enforcement, I'm taking you all out. You're all forthright Nazis, okay? You are the descendants of the Third Reich, and you're going into the UN gas chamber under the ICJ, and that's a fact. That's a done deal. I've ruined you, America. I have ruined and I have destroyed you. And everything you see happening in your fucking disgusting, filthy, vile corporation of terror that is not even a fucking nation. It's an illegitimate bastard, okay? It is not a nation. It's a corporation. A cheap, chintzy, manufactured junk plastic corporation owned by the Bank of England, okay, filled with a bunch of junk DNA lower life form species, okay? I'm taking your right to exist. You are a terrorist corporation of terror who wages war on your unknowing civilian population while you sacrifice your own children to human crucifixion, sodomy, human flesh and human blood feast. That's who you people are. You're Satans. You're pasty, pale white, pink face, white devils, and negative, dog-blooded iggers. That's what you are, America. And every dog has its day, and this is your day, motherfuckers. You better believe this is your fucking day. So you go ahead, you sit here, and you keep trying to kill me. And you run another terrorist attack on the 21st, and you run another terrorist attack right on through to March 30th. That's another date, March 31. And they will do them back to back and back in their desperation to kill me. They can't kill me. They can't kill me till my job is done here. And my job ain't done here. This is how they killed comedian Bernie Mac. And it is the same way that they killed Dr. Rodriguez in New York. Suzanne Summers' doctor for curing her cancer. Okay? Bring it, America. Bring it. Bring it, you fucking dirty-ass, filthy, lower life form species of fucking shit. Bring it. Bring it, you fucking treasonous terrorist. Bring it. Bring it. I'm taking all your fucking lives. You're going into the ICJ, UN gas chamber, as the fucking Nazis that you are. Bring it. Kill me, motherfuckers. Kill me. Run the motherfucking terrorist operation with your DARPA electromagnetic weapons of mass destruction. Run it every day for the rest of the month of March. Run it back to back, you fucking pasty pale white fucking Satans, and you iggers, you A and AB negative dog-blooded iggers like Ray Steele, CIA, Department of Defense, and his skank wife Jennifer Steele with her 60-pound carpet weave to cover up the Brillo pad on top of her head that I am going to scrub the pavement clean with, okay? I'm taking your lives before the ICJ, and you're all going into the UN gas chamber. If you aren't murdered by the CIA as the liability and the threat that I have made you first, okay? Because that's my real goal here, is to make as many of you a liability and a threat to your own U.S. national security and your own terrorist operations as I can, while I make you people kidnap and murder and kill each other. And it's working. It's easy to do because the programmable matter that the American mind is real easy to get into, while I drive your emotions and push all your fucking emotional triggers and drive you people over the edge for the reaction that I want, while you continue to kill and kidnap each other like 40 going north, 8 years running strong, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This occult blood ritual sacrifice is on you, America. It's on you. Okay? I am going to make these calls, and these calls are going to be recorded, and they are going to be exploited. And you better motherfucking run your terrorist operations. You better get behind them motherfucking supercomputers, and you better put your finger on that motherfucking button, and you better not take your finger off. You better nuke me from here on out until the last motherfucking day of March and beyond, motherfuckers. You better do it for your own safety and your own fucking protection. You better fucking do it, America. You better do it. You will regret it if you don't. I promise you that. You better try with all you got to murder me. Again, from here on out until the last day of March. And if you don't murder me, oh, you will regret it. Okay? If you don't torture me in a 9-day terrorist attack, oh, you're going to regret it. You little bitch-ass, ballless, spineless pussies hiding behind your DARPA military supercomputers. Okay? Tell you what, you're a bunch of cowards. America is cowards. The American military and the CIA, they're cowards. They sit like the faceless coward nobodies that they are behind a DARPA military supercomputer, murdering people through the walls of their own home in cold blood. Like they're playing deadly video games, like Barack Obama shooting down Americans with drones. Okay, that's what they're doing. That's why they program you retards from the time you come out of the womb to play your fucking video games. Okay, they program you and they engineer you on those video games, those terrorist-like video games. Okay, we all know what we're talking about: the kill a Muslim, kill an Arab, and a Grand Theft Auto, and all your violent, murdering terrorist video games. That's what they're doing. They're grooming you for the human trafficking terrorists that America's children and grandchildren will never live long enough to grow up to be. And they sit there like the fucking bitch boy Kevin Dahmer type terrorists, little hot-headed 20 and 30-something-year-old kids, okay, hiding like the fucking cowards that Americans are behind their DARPA supercomputer machines, murdering people in cold blood through the walls of their own home. The tables have turned, America. You are the satanic, occult, blood, ritual sacrifice in this operation, and your children and your grandchildren are going to pay the expense of that, okay? And what is going to be a short-lived life, wallowing in their filth and disease and starvation and exploitation in the fucking alley where bastard orphans get thrown to die. Death to America. This is Global Missing Persons Alert, Interpol Yellow Notice number 21-22733.